Hey, summer's coming up. Good time for t-shirts.
It's a good time to put on clothes when you go out in public, you pervert.
No shirt, no shoes, no service, buddy.
Yeah. Hey, you know it's a great shirt to wear? A shirt that says no
Team dad joke.
No dad.
Team dad joke.
No
Team dad joke.
We have concerns.com/shop and buy the no dad joke t-shirt. You know what, man? Like, doesn't matter if you're starving and homeless as long as you have like really good
Sweet
lumbar
support.
support. That's what you need. This is We Have Concerns. Hi, Jeff Canada.
Hi, Anthony Carboni.
Hello, concerned citizens.
Anthony, you have a lovely head of hair on you.
Thank you. I stole it.
From
Heyo. Sorry, my dad was visiting last weekend, and now
It
I
kinda
have
rubbed
this,
off.
It rubbed off. I feel awful.
I would like to thank him on behalf of Team Dad Joke everywhere.
I can't wait to go back to normal.
My dad was bald my entire childhood.
And now all of a sudden he has hair.
No, still bald.
Oh, okay.
But
That would have been a great ending.
it would have been weird, right?
No, not weird.
Then one day he woke up.
Would have been inspirational, I think.
I
I think so.
Brilliant.
A story of one man regaining his
It's
hair.
like a child story.
Regaining his hair.
There you
God
go.
damn it!
You're just on a roll.
Oh, this is the worst.
You're making up for lost time, Anthony.
You know what we're doing?
One of us.
Anyway, that's the episode for today. I have to go. I have to go shoot myself in the temple.
So,
Fuck you, Dad.
because my dad was bald and didn't really, like being bald, it was something that he talked about a lot growing up. Being bald was a point of consternation in his life. And
Yeah.
so it was something that was passed on to me at an early age that, man, I really hope I don't go bald.
Yeah, I think it's fun. There are two kinds of people. There are the kind of people that really, really kind of hate that they're bald, and then there are people that just fucking love that they're bald.
They buy that
own it.
solar panel for a sex machine t-shirt.
Yeah.
They're out in the town. They're
They
doing
love it, dude. They pull up a card. You know what I'm saying? Like they
Yeah.
own that shit. But
My dad's owning it, but I think if he was given the option to just have never gone bald, he would have chosen that.
sure.
But I think, there's guys who look good. There's guys who shave their heads. If I started receding at a drastic rate, I would shave my head too. I'd go that route, I think.
I think I would just get like a yarn wig that looked like Raggedy Ann or Raggedy Andy, and I would just like dare people to call me out. I would just
You
pretend,
could do that now.
I would just
You don't
pretend
have to wait
I would just
until you-
pretend it was my hair, and I would sit in front of people with like this very obvious like yarn horrible wig and just stare them down like, are you gonna fucking say something? I dare you to say something. Because people are afraid to say things to people who are wearing hair pieces.
Mostly because if they looked like that, they'd think they'd probably chop them up and put them in their freezer.
But even like normal...
Don't say that to Raggedy Anthony.
It's another... God damn it. It's the third dead girl this week.
There's all kinds of carbon fibers I found on the corpse. Long red strands.
I figured you'd say that. It's the Raggedy Anthony killer.
Raggedy Anthony struck again. The pattern is the same. They were at a party.
The pattern is the same. It started in the back by the crown of his head.
Another one! 3 dad jokes!
And then his temples started going.
3! This isn't a triumph!
I got it. This is so bad.
It's a triumph!
This is so bad. This is why I don't have a relationship with my father.
So,
I hang out with him for 2 days, and this is what happens.
we have a story about
do the rest of the
baldness.
episode without me.
No, you're in it, baby. You're in it. You got like 2 more dad jokes. We're early. We're 5 minutes in. Here's the thing. If someone could come up with a cure for male pattern baldness, they would be billionaires.
Sure.
So there's a lot of people working on this. And we have this story that was sent into wehaveconcernshow@gmail.com.
It's a laser comb. You comb your hair with a laser.
Laser comb?
Yeah, have you heard about this?
No.
Laser comb. So
That sounds like a stupid nothing.
are you ready for a very personal story?
Yeah.
Okay, here's the deal. When I first went vegetarian, I was eating horribly.
Mm-hmm.
I was eating terribly. I didn't know how to do it right. And I was getting like 0 protein,
Okay.
like almost none.
I can't wait till this loops around to laser combs.
And I thought my hair and stuff started thinning. Like it was just growing. It wasn't actually thinning, but it was like growing in finer.
You were
Do you know
turning
what
into
I mean?
Gollum.
Yeah, I was basically pulling an Andy Serkis,
Right.
is what they call it.
Mhm.
But no, it was my hair was getting finer, it was looking like I was going bald, and I was really, really weirded out by it. And I couldn't tell whether I was going bald or whether like my hair just looked.
But I had to get that fucking ring to Mordor, so I figured, why not?
Yeah, and so I looked into like, what can you do? If like just in case I was like, what can you do? And I looked at like Rogaine and stuff. And one of the things that if you start taking Rogaine, you can't stop. That's the deal.
Right.
You have to do it for the rest of your life. So I was like, but I don't even know if my hair is really thinning. And I didn't want to talk to anybody about it because I felt like a little neurotic about it. And I wasn't scared that I was going bald. I was scared that I was being neurotic for no reason, which put me even more into my head about it.
Yeah.
And one of the things that I found that they sell is a fucking laser comb. It's just this plastic comb. It looks like a brush with like very few bristles, like, but they're plastic. And there's a mirror in it, and it fires lasers at your head. And you're supposed to slowly comb your head with lasers.
You found this on yourasucker.com?
Dude, it is everywhere. That's the one thing that I found. I started eating right. Like I finally spoke to a friend about it, and they were like, dude, you're eating like shit. Just eat right. Because it was another friend who was a vegetarian. He's like, dude, I thought the same thing when I went vegetarian. Just start eating right, and it'll come back. And that's what happened. But
you still use that laser comb just because it feels good.
I still use the laser comb.
Daily.
Is it the diet or is it the laser comb?
You'll never know.
There's no control subject.
No.
But no, what I found is there is an underground society, really. There's this secret world within a world of people who are just scamming the fuck out of people who are losing their hair.
Oh, for sure.
And when you look at things like laser combs on the laser comb website, it's like they'll quote a couple studies, then and then there are laser treatments that you go to that are like $5,000 that are like real laser treatments that are supposed to work, but they're only based on like one study, and the comb is based on a home version of that, and it's like, dude, all of this
you don't
is
want
quackery.
A laser comb home version.
This is no.
You don't want laser comb once removed.
That's
like
not
good.
It's like I wasn't on Double Dare, but I have the home version to play with my friend. No, dude, that's not Double Dare. So, but even in communities, there are giant like community forums of people who are losing their hair, who have lost their hair, and they all try all this stuff all the time and compare results.
Sure.
And all the time, all they say is inconclusive. But they keep trying because there are so many people that are so weirded out about being bald that they will try anything.
I can understand that.
Yeah.
I can understand that. I have a neurosis about it. Inherited, I think. Hopefully my male pattern baldness isn't inherited. But here's this.
Well, you're already 47. If you're
I'm not.
Lose it,
I don't understand why you're trying to make that catch on. That is not a thing that's true. So this was sent in to us. Funny that you were
really
experiencing a Gollum-like moment because this was sent in by Bilbo Sexy Hobbit.
Oh, that name. Here, two things about Bilbo Sexy Hobbit. Number one, sends in some great shit.
Yeah.
We can agree to that.
Number two is he wants us to say Bilbo Sexy Hobbit
and
on the show.
And it makes me feel weird. It makes me feel weird to say Bilbo Sexy Hobbit.
Well, he sent in this really interesting article about a new potential cure for baldness. It's potentially very painful. This was based on research at USC, here in Southern California. A doctor there, Cheng Ming Chong, at University of Southern California. Thank you. says that if you pluck the hairs you still have, painfully pluck the hairs you still have, it may actually cause hairs to grow back. We all know, well, we don't all know, but you know how if you pluck your eyebrows or, women, they always complain about, pluck certain things, it actually makes it grow back faster.
Right.
That's actually true.
There are a lot of wives' tales about like, if you pull out an arm hair or a face or like a, any kind of like body hair, it grows back thicker and coarser is the idea.
Right.
Isn't it a wives' tale? It's a wives' tale.
Well, according to this article, basically they say that hair growth and hair loss are kind of like seasons. And there's this anagen phase, which is sort of like summer. And during that stage, stem cells in the hair follicle
Mullets
are active.
Are kind of like spring break.
Yeah, party in the front, party all everywhere, really. Party everywhere.
Party everywhere, everybody. If we have one thing that we want to teach you, it's party everywhere.
Party everywhere. Anyway, so there's this rest phase after that anagen phase where it doesn't grow, and then hair falls out. And during the growing phase in men, that phase actually gets shorter. And so there's more falling out than regrowing, and the stem cells don't become active at all eventually.
Mm-hmm.
So they found out that by plucking enough hairs in mice, they plucked a shit ton of mice hair.
That a hair would grow in the mouse's owner.
All you gotta do is get some mice.
If you have an emotional bond to a mouse, that's the trick. You have to really
It takes years.
You really have to become friends with this mouse. You have to care about this mouse almost more than yourself.
It helps if you dress it in little clothes.
Watch a stranger pluck the hair from your mouse friend that you love one at a time. It will make your hair grow back. But the thing is, you're gonna lose that mouse friend forever.
Yeah.
That mouse friend will never trust you again.
You gotta give up something. You gotta give up something real special.
You gotta feel the heartbreak of that.
Hey, Rodney, I have a request.
You absolutely cannot have a Jimmy Buffett Margaritaville margarita maker in your office.
All right. Well, that's a bummer.
Yeah.
But what I was going to ask is, Mr. Sniffles that has been on the desk for the last 6 to 7 months.
Yeah.
He's adorable.
He's great.
We enjoy him. He brings a lot of levity into the office.
I really wish you wouldn't bring rodents into the office, and I think I've mentioned that before.
Well,
and but he has grown on me.
Isn't he cute?
Yeah.
He's everybody's favorite guy.
It makes my job as office manager very hard because he shouldn't be here. But God damn, I love that little guy.
See, Mr. Sniffles. Anyway, I'm just wondering if you, for me, as a favor,
sure,
will take this set of tweezers here and just pluck all of his little mouse hair off of his back.
Wow.
As I stand and watch.
Wow. Well, my first instinct is gonna be to say no to that. Well, but that sounds terrible.
But I'm asking you nicely.
But I guess my second instinct is to say you're a straight shooter and you're a good guy.
Yeah.
And if you're asking for this, it must be for a reason.
Well, it is. It's for a reason that I didn't really mention this before, but Mr. Sniffles and I have cultivated a very deep, very tight bond as master and pet, and I'm hoping to harness his life essence, and by plucking those hairs. You see this little patch that's developing back here?
You're entirely bald, Dave.
Well, it's a larger patch than I.
No, you're bald.
You're saying it's noticeable.
You're like Kingpin. You look like the Kingpin.
I mean, I put on a few pounds, but I don't think I'm Kingpin.
No, I mean what I'm trying to say is you have gained a lot of weight and you are very, very bald. But we should move on from that.
I just am surprised it's that noticeable because I kind of feel like I've been combing it over a little bit, and I feel like it's...
Yeah, I see you in the bathroom pantomiming with a comb.
Mm-hmm. And it's a laser comb.
I noticed that too.
It doesn't work. It's a piece of shit.
Yeah.
So I'm going with this mouse plan. So there are a lot of
things that you're telling me that I already know.
Right. I'm going with this mouse plan because I read on the internet that this should work. So Mr. Sniffles, all you need to do is inflict pretty much the maximum amount of pain on our little rodent friend. And if I stand close enough and have established the bond that we have established over a period of 6 to 7 months, that should stimulate growth in my hair and also weight loss.
Yeah, got it.
Cool.
Yeah, I'm on it. I'm the office manager. There's nothing I love more than seeing people uncomfortable.
Oh, dear God. Oh, my God. Oh, no, you don't have to do it like that.
No, I'm doing it. I'm going to get it done real quick.
Oh, but he's such an adorable little guy.
Well, I mean, he's getting less adorable by the second, if I could be honest.
Oh, man. Oh, come on. Please don't. Oh.
What? Dave.
Hey. Look at that.
Huh.
Look at it worked.
Is it just always going to be a mullet?
Unfortunately, I shouldn't have picked the mouse with the little mullet. I think that's where I went wrong.
You know what? It was a
little mullet mouse.
He had a little mullet, and what really freaked me out, and this is the real reason I was going to tell you not to bring him into the office, little Confederate flag jean jacket that he wore.
Well,
how did you get so close to this mouse? He seemed really terrible.
Well, we shared a lot of common interests.
Like what?
Oh, my ride's here.
Oh, no. You're beautiful now, but you're fired. So this is, they plucked the hair out of a mouse, and it grew back thicker. Grew back twice as much?
That's the idea, is that it grew back thicker. When they plucked 200 hairs in a circle 5 millimeters in diameter, they were able to get nearly 1,300 nearby hairs to regenerate into the growing phase.
Wow.
Pluck 200, 1,300 grow.
Huh. And have they run a study on humans yet?
No, they have no idea if this is going to work on humans. The other thing that they figured out is that this study was conducted not on balding mice. This was on fully healthy mices.
Now here's that's the thing, right?
Right.
Because if it's not a balding mouse, I mean, you're talking about dead hair follicles, right? And there are only a certain number of hair follicles. Listen, I went way down this rabbit hole, as I told you before. A few years ago, I went crazy over this. And I wasn't even balding. Just have a really obsessive personality. So you have these dead follicles that are taking up the surface area of your scalp.
Right.
And if they're dead, right? That means they're no longer producing hair anymore. They're just not functional.
Right.
How does plucking a healthy hair make a dead follicle come back to life?
Right. And also, how are you going to get healthy hairs to pluck near a bunch of dead ones? If the top of your head is bald, there's nothing to pluck, right?
I'm picturing the strip where you have like hair on the side and the back.
The Picard.
The Picard, the season 1 Picard.
Yeah.
And I picture them just like plucking along the top line of the Picard. And then you just do it for a really long time, like over a period of like months and years.
That line just gets closer and closer to the top.
And closer to the top.
So you eventually have a reverse mohawk.
Yeah. There's just one strip in the middle.
So close. We're so close now. I can taste it.
And then you grow the rest of it long and like make it go out straight. It's the reverse mohawk.
Mice get screwed, man.
I think the answer to male pattern baldness is going to be the same as the answer to everything else, which is like more stem cell research.
Yeah.
Like right now we're at the point where stem cells are like this really expensive thing where it's like, no, we got to use these to like cure incorrectable heart shit.
Yeah.
We got to try to like cure cancer. We got to try to like grow back organs for people who don't have donors. It's really expensive. But we're going to get to the point where stem cells are used for everything.
Oh, yeah.
And then you're just going to be like, stem cells in a bottle. Like, oh, what do you have like too much nose hair? Stem cells.
Stem cell it up.
What do you male pattern baldness? Stem cells.
Rub this placentia on your head,
yeah,
man.
it's totally
no problem.
fine.
Yeah.
I can't wait until that happens. Until you just go in for stem cells every day.
Yeah, get your stem cells. What cures what ails you?
Yeah.
Just depends on where you stick the stem cell.
Yeah, what are you in for today? Oh, nothing. I just come in every day.
Yeah.
Come in every day for some stem cells. Why? Because why the fuck not?
Why wouldn't I?
Yeah.
Go to the stem cell farm and get stem celled.
The back room is just a bunch of fetuses.
That's how we get to the Matrix.
It's real dark. It's real dark.
Yeah. That's how we get. I mean, isn't that the plot of? Well, you probably didn't see it, but that's the plot of Jupiter Ascending. Is basically aliens.
I thought that was a Gritty Tailspin reboot.
Jupiter Ascending.
Yeah, because I just saw that cat guy on his flying inline skates or whatever, and I was like, "That's Cloud Kicker, right?"
No,
I wish it was a Tailspin reboot.
It probably would have been better. I mean, the movie has some fun stuff in it, but basically the idea is, we just take human stem cells and we can be young forever.
Yeah, dude.
So.
Rock and roll.
Let's make that happen.
What if we could be young forever, but the one thing it couldn't cure was baldness?
Just young bald people.
Just beautiful young bald people. Just forever. Like that's the thing. You could be immortal, right?
Yeah.
But after 150 years, you lose your hair. It never comes back.
That would be how people knew you were old, right?
Yeah.
That would be the ultimate aesthetical thing to avoid.
Yeah, and so baldness would be even more embarrassing to people,
yeah.
And it would be even more of a stigma than it is now because nobody would choose to be bald because bald is like, oh, that's an old guy. That's one of those old guys.
Oh, he's super old. Look at how bald he is. Beautiful skin, though.
Oh, my God. It's like gorgeous.
Like a baby's bottom.
Like really is.
But bald. So bald.
Cannot hire him because he's old and out of touch. You can tell by how bald he is. That's it. We've solved every problem in humanity.
He still takes stem cells
baldness.
orally.
Okay, old man.
Yeah, drink your stem cells, old man.
Yeah, I don't want to inject stem cells into my eye. It's creepy. All right, old man.
Wow, so bald.
Like the baldest. What if that was the case? Immortality in exchange for baldness forever. How would you feel about it?
I'd take it.
I'd super take it.
I'd take it.
You kidding?
I mean, I'd be
put on
faced
my
with that
Raggedy
anyway.
Andy wig and I'd just like go to town. I'd kill so many people over thousands of years.
Raggedy Anthony is now immortal.
He's immortal.
It's not good. It's not good for anybody.
I've been chasing him for 1,000 years. My father chased him. His father before him. Every detective on the squad. He kills every one of our wives and mothers.
He murders them and harvests their stem cells.
And lives forever.
Raggedy Anthony. He has adorable dimples and cute little red hairs.
My lord, like his pores are invisible. Just it's beautiful, beautiful skin, tight, springy skin. But I'll tell you what, he's a murderer.
He's a
murderer.
horrible person.
He will murder
He
you.
will destroy you and your family. Has a smile on his face the whole time.
Yeah. Wears overalls. It's adorable.
Can I please see somebody mock up that gif of you as Raggedy Anthony? We want to know if you guys will take baldness for an extra 100 years of life. I think that's pretty fair
Yeah,
trade.
totally bald now for an extra 100 years of life.
Is it like alopecia bald? Do you have to lose all body hair?
It's just head.
Just head.
You got to keep nose hair. You got to keep body hair. You got to keep all the embarrassing hair.
Right.
But the cool hair
Your
disappears.
ear hair grows twice as much, but you're bald.
But you get an extra 100 years of life tacked onto your lifespan. And they're quality years.
Quality years. Quality
Super
ear
quality
hair
years.
years.
Yeah, quality years. I mean, your dating life probably won't be great, but
No.
quality years. Would you do it?
I'm team bald. I'm team bald pate ear hair.
That's a terrible hashtag.
It's long. It's a little
That's
it's
terrible.
A little long.
It's just hashtag ear hair.
Hashtag ear hair. There
That's
you go.
what we want to know.
That's why you're the social media expert.
That's why I do the SEO. That's
Yeah.
why I do the SEO and I murder strange women. Good night, everybody.
Raggedy Anthony.
Raggedy Anthony.